Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Lynn Doring, Associate Dean for Academic and Student Affairs. In a moment, the UCLA School of Nursing graduating class for 2017 will enter, accompanied by faculty, deans, and honored guests. We have two requests. First, please turn off or silence your electronic devices. And second, please clear the aisles and keep them clear throughout the program. Second, we know that you are very proud of your graduate today, but we ask that you please remain in your seat while taking pictures. We will be using both center aisles. Today's commencement is streaming live. There is a link available on our website and Facebook page, and the video will be archived if you want to watch it later. Now please stand and greet our 2017 graduating class, our faculty, honored guests, and the dean. I am proud to present our doctoral candidates. They are entering down the right aisle. Please greet our master's candidates. First, the Masters of Science in Nursing Advanced Practice candidates. Now. Entering now are Masters of Science in Nursing, Master's Entry Clinical Nurse candidates. Now, greet our Bachelor of Science candidates as they enter down the right aisle. Please remain standing while we greet our School of Nursing faculty, honored guests, and Dean Linda Sarna entering down the right and left aisles. Join us for the Star-Spangled Banner, sung by Anna Kitabjin, Advanced Practice Master's Program.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, good morning, everyone. You look gorgeous. I have to say, you look gorgeous. Good morning, faculty, graduates, family, and friends. I am Linda Sarna, and I have the honor and privilege to serve as the Dean for the UCLA School of Nursing. Welcome to the 2017 commencement ceremonies for the UCLA School of Nursing. You can sit down now. Good. I wasn't going to make you stand for the entire event, don't worry. So commencement is the highlight of the academic year, honoring and symbolizing academic success and personal achievement for each student graduating today. It's a collective opportunity for faculty, friends, families, to get together and celebrate this milestone while enjoying the color and pageantry of the traditional academic ceremonies. You might be wondering, who are all these people sitting on the stage with me today? From the classroom to the clinical setting, there are many people involved in educating our students, and I want to take a moment to say thank you. First, we have our volunteer clinical faculty, the preceptors. Please stand, those clinical preceptors. They generously give of their time to supervise the students in clinical sites throughout Southern California, in hospitals, outpatient facilities, and clinics. Then we have our amazing faculty, lecturers, professors, program directors, and administration. Please stand. Now I'd like to introduce our honored guests. To my right, we have Dr. Karen Grimley, the Chief Nurse Executive for UCLA Health and Assistant Dean for the School of Nursing, and a member of our board. We have Dr. Lee Galuska, the Director of Nursing Practice, Research, and Education for UCLA Health. And also by me is Dr. Lynn Doring, whom you met earlier. And to my left is our keynote speaker, Dr. Antonia Villarreal, Professor, and Margaret Bond Simon, Dean of Nursing from the School of Nursing, University of Pennsylvania. And next to her is Dr. Deborah Cognac-Griffin, Associate Dean for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Now, a little bit about this magnificent space, Royce Hall. We are in one of the most recognizable and iconic structures of our university. Built in 1929, Royce is considered the best-known UCLA landmark and is one of the 4 original buildings built on this campus. It also is where the very first School of Nursing offices were housed in 1949, in the basement. Since its beginnings, the School of Nursing has educated and graduated nurse leaders of the future. The school, as it was conceived and grew throughout the world, revolutionized nationally and internationally how nurses were educated. As we move into the changing world of healthcare, the school continues to develop the art and science of nursing to prepare the next generation of nurse leaders and scholars, nurses who will lead and transform healthcare in our rapidly changing, diverse, and complex environment. Nurses are the lifeblood and the heart of the healthcare system. The role of nurses received special attention this year by our late-night talk show host, Jimmy Kimmel, who shared his very moving story of the health complications of his newborn son. Kimmel detailed how a neonatal nurse, Nanush, heard the heart murmur and noticed that his son's coloring was just not right, which led to further evaluation and diagnosis of a congenital heart defect and surgery that saved the baby's life. To Kimmel, she and the many other nurses that he called out by name were heroes. This was a historic moment, but these nurses, of course, were doing what nurses do every day: assess, evaluate, take action based on their expertise and knowledge. That's why having highly educated nurses with deep clinical knowledge and extensive training is important. The UCLA School of Nursing has provided each and every one of you with the foundation you will need to make a positive impact on the lives of so many, on the healthcare needs of tomorrow, on the community, and on the profession. We hope that we have instilled within each of you a commitment to excellence, a passion for your work, empathy and caring, and a willingness to always learn. I believe that every graduate here today can be a leader. Wherever you go, whatever you do, we expect great things. As a proud alumna of the UCLA School of Nursing, I know personally the opportunity and potential this great educational experience will provide to you in your future. Congratulations to the class of 2017. This year, we have selected only one student from each of our programs to speak on behalf of their graduating class and provide their brief perspective on their education and their future. Our first speaker is Sharika Miller, representing the Doctor of Philosophy degree.
Good morning, esteemed guests and graduates. I am proud to stand before you today as a representative of the PhD graduating class of 2017. Most of us graduating are not new to healthcare. We started out at the bedside and have been caring for patients for many, many years. But today, we stand at a crossroad. For the first time in history, a nurse with a PhD, a Black nurse, Dr. Sylvia Trent Adams, was appointed as acting Surgeon General of the United States. Her job, in essence, is to protect and advance the health and well-being of the entire nation. And yet still, no matter how much progress we make in our profession, every single student sitting here before you in the PhD program has heard the same question: why did you get a PhD in nursing? And so we'll tell them, it's about reaching the pinnacle of nursing excellence. It's about being an expert, an advocate, a leader, an educator, an executive. It's about having the flexibility to work anywhere from a corporate office to a crime scene, to conducting bench research in a biology lab on Monday, teaching clinicals at a pediatric unit on Wednesdays, and then presenting your research at an international conference that very same weekend. It's about having the ability to do everything from writing textbooks to design healthcare technology. It's about moving up in our profession from being caregivers to decision makers, from being nurses that once complied with policies to policy makers. You see, the bedside was just our beginning, but we are now primed for the boardroom. That's what we will tell them. And so, to my fellow cohorts, we will hold our heads high and we will wear our doctoral regalia with pride. And the next time someone has the audacity to ask us why we got a PhD in nursing, we'll ask them, why not? Thank you.
Our next speaker is Rainbow Stevens, Master of Science in Advanced Practice.
Whew. Good morning, classmates, faculty, Dean Sarna, friends, and family. My name is Rainbow Stevens, and I am an acute care nurse practitioner graduate, almost. I feel very honored to represent my class by giving this speech today. Let me begin by saying, APRN, class of 2017. We have finally made it. It has been a challenging, rewarding 2 years. A period of my life that I have spent more time with my classmates than my own friends and family. But you know what? You are an amazing group of people. Some of you worked full-time or part-time while in school, but you persevered and you made it. Some of you had one baby, even two, while working and going to school, and you persevered and you made it. Some of you faced illness, including broken hips, shingles, appendicitis, and a stroke, but you persevered and you made it. Yeah. Some of you were single moms or dads, raising young children by yourself while working full-time and going to school, but you persevered and you made it. Some of you had parents fighting cancer or needing open heart surgery just days before our final paper was due. But you persevered and you made it. Some of you faced death, had your house flooded, got married, commuted for over 3 hours to get here. But you persevered and you made it. We made it here today to graduate from one of the top 20 nursing programs in the country. A lot of us have humble beginnings. Many of us were nursing assistants or LVNs before we became RNs. Some of us attended community college and worked as nurses while we finished our bachelor's degrees. For some of us, being a nurse is our second or third career. Some of us came from other countries, including the Philippines, India, and Thailand, to attend school in the United States. And some of us had our first nursing position here at UCLA. Moving forward, we will be leaders in healthcare. Some of us will pursue PhDs and DPNs, lead research teams, write textbooks, or maybe even teach here. Some of us will educate bedside nurses as clinical nurse specialists or care for the vulnerable and underserved as nurse practitioners. We will embrace evidence-based practice to make life-changing decisions, and we will be patient advocates all the way to Capitol Hill. An inhaler that costs $15 to make should not cost $300 for the patient to buy. We are the voice of the patient. Remember, don't compare yourself to physicians. We are advanced practice nurses, and we are invaluable in our own right. We are not mid-level providers, and we deserve to be here. We have real bedside experience that sets us apart from all other medical professionals, and we know what it means to empathize. But our roles transcend the bedside. We are diagnosticians, and we are scientists. In 2013, a systematic review of over 37 articles, and that's the highest level of evidence, by the way, was published in the Journal for Nurse Practitioners and found that blood glucose levels, blood pressure levels, satisfaction with care, number of hospitalizations, and mortality rates in patients cared for by NPs were similar to those of patients cared for by physicians. Furthermore, patients cared for by NPs had lipid levels that were better than those of patients cared for by physicians. No, we are not physicians. We are advanced practice nurses, and we should be proud of our legacy. Classmates, be the next Florence Nightingale, the next Clara Barton. Be the nurse that in a room full of physicians finds a deadly heart murmur in Jimmy Kimmel's Baby. Keep fighting, my fellow APRNs. Continue to fight for prescriptive power, for professional autonomy, and for every human's God-given right to health care. Create policies and make waves. We are not just safe or proficient, we provide the highest quality care, and we are the most trusted profession in the country. I want to conclude with this. Be proud that we don't just have jobs, but that we are called to a higher purpose. For this is a sacred calling. Nursing is a sacred calling. Congratulations, APRN class of 2017.
Our next speaker is Robert Ben Avista, the Master of Science in Nursing, Master's Clinical Nurse. Robert.
Am I speaking loudly enough? Derek, we okay? All right, he had to be there. There are a lot of people in this room who deserve a speech of their very own, many of whom are standing right behind me right now. But I want you to understand that I'm speaking directly to my classmates right now. Okay? There are so many of you who are smarter than I am, younger than I am, better students than I am, younger than I am. better orators than I am, and younger than I am, who could have given a much better speech than one you're about to endure right now. In fact, 3 of you proved that when we had the audition, and yet somehow I got selected still, so we'll get right to it. Let's start with the basics. Be true to yourself. Stick to your morals. Stick to your passion. Your future and your life are what you make it. All of you have made a great start, and as the years pass, if you haven't already, you'll find that you really do have to give yourself up to something more important than you in order to be able to tap into the true strengths that resides within you. These are all cliches, I'm aware of that. But sayings aren't always just given the title of cliche. They earn that title by being rooted in deep truths. But that's not what I really want to talk to you about, though. Like you're going to stand there and take life path advice from a guy who's starting over in his 40s. This speech isn't about life path advice. Then again, the cliche that best describes me at the moment, and may well fit some of you soon enough, is that you have to lose your path in order to find your path. Open parentheses, Confucius. Open parentheses, Confucius et al., period, comma, 470 BC, close parentheses. One of the beauties of the profession that we've chosen is that you can lose yourself and find yourself, lose your path and find your path 10 different times, 10 different ways, have 10 different careers, and still be a nurse through all of it. Every one of you is going to touch lives in meaningful ways through all of it. Maybe you'll help someone heal. Maybe you'll help someone cope. Maybe you'll help bring a beautiful life into this world. Maybe you'll see to it that another beautiful life, a life that's ending, does so in comfort and with dignity. You weren't ready for that, were you? There's going to be a lot of things I won't be ready for, and I'm sure the same is true for all of us. But guess what? We're Bruins. We're masters. We're leaders. And we will have a positive impact on this profession of nursing. And that's definitely worth the work we've been putting in. But that's also not what I'm really here to talk to you about, so let's get to the point. Student loan debt and how we're going to manage it. I'm just kidding, obviously, although if anybody has any ideas, come see me afterwards. There was a level of collaboration in our cohort. Actually, collaboration is not really the right word. It's kind of a stale word for the sentiment I'm going for here. This was teamwork. This was friendship. This was commiseration, and just a genuine desire to get each other through this process, through the rough spots that strengthened us, made us all better, kept us all going. Now, we've each had a set of circumstances along the way that made this program especially difficult, made it harder than it had to be. We really had to stick together. We really had to stick to our motivation. And there was this deep and palpable sense of overall togetherness, fellowship, and affection among us. And these are really the things that define the experience for me over the last 2 years. I know that for me, togetherness, fellowship, and affection were often the tipping point to success as I struggled to make that grade over and over again, despite my difficulties along the way. And I'd be surprised to hear the same isn't true for every one of us. Togetherness, fellowship, and affection have forged for me what I hope will be lifelong friendships. They're what pushed us through and kept us motivated, made us succeed. Togetherness, fellowship, and affection made us feel like the greatest of all time. That in addition to frequent reminders by our esteemed colleague, thank you very much, Alex, that we are in fact the greatest of all time. That being said, I'm beaming with pride on this auspicious occasion over the achievements that we celebrate together today. It's at once a culmination and also a beginning. I'm privileged and honored to have been a part of it with you. And please always, always remember that it is customary to tip your commencement speaker. Congratulations to the UCLA Meccan class of 2017.
Very good. We all always accept donations for scholarships, I do have to tell you. Finally, Cara Domey, Bachelor of Science.
Wow, guys, that was a great welcome. Thank you. As I look across this room, I cannot help but feel honored to be with all of my BSN students today. As nurses, it's not in our nature to praise ourselves, but I'm here to give you the praise that you each deserve so truly. I wouldn't be here now without each one of you guys marching beside me. I thank you for inspiring me every day to get up and be the best version of myself and aspire to be the best nurse. Next, I'd like to thank Dean Sarna, our professors and faculty, and our families and friends for supporting us during our journeys of nursing school. You all have impacted our lives greatly and helped us navigate these difficult 4 years. Many sacrifices had to be made to get where we are today. We've had to juggle loss, financial struggles, time management issues, and that overall feeling of being spread thin. There was self-doubt, stress, and anxiety. But we rose above each challenge in our path. This proved to me that we are each capable of doing whatever we set our minds to, and that is because we are designed to be nurses. One of the beautiful things about nursing is that in the hardest of days, there is still so much joy and meaning. On the days where we just want to give up, remember that you are still bringing care to those who cannot care for themselves. Keep pushing forward. I hope you all remember how hard you worked in nursing school and that you made it to where you are now because of the trials we faced in these past 4 years. Enter each day remembering that there are infinite possibilities for you. In the chaos of the world around us today, it can seem easy just to take a back seat to it all. But as nurses, our jobs are defined by empathy. Every day we must treat our patients with dignity, respect, and love. Remember to use your voice and have the courage to stand up and speak up for you, your patients, and everyone you come across. Looking forward in the future, if I ever have children, I hope it is one of you that will be my L&D nurse. If I ever have to send my sick child to the hospital, I pray that it is you taking care of them. When my parents and loved ones are old and gray, I hope that it is you providing the care that they need. And if I ever find myself needing medical attention, I would be so lucky and feel so comforted to see one of your faces walking in my door. As tough as things have been, we are tougher. We are resilient. We can and will take on every challenge that comes our way. I would like to end with a quote from Sheryl Sandberg. You are not born with a fixed amount of resilience. Like a muscle, you can build it up, draw on it when you need it. In that process, you will figure out who you really are, and you just might become the very best version of yourself. Class of 2017 BSN, we did it!
Thank you, Cara. And I have to say, from someone who is old and gray, I am going to depend on you. Now for the Doctoral Dissertation Award. The PhD program is the culmination of several years of rigorous study, and the Doctor of Philosophy degree is the highest academic degree anyone can earn. Because earning a PhD requires extended study and intense intellectual effort, less than 1% of the population attains this degree. Society shows respect for a person who holds a PhD by addressing them with the title doctor. The PhD program provides the theoretical and scientific knowledge for understanding nursing care and health prevention, health promotion, illness and treatment. And in order to receive a PhD, students must complete an original dissertation that advances scholarship. This year, we asked the research committee at the school to perform a blind evaluation of all of the dissertations and select the one that they determined was the best research. After a review of the dissertations defended this year, the 5 committee members chose the work of New Tran as the most outstanding. New's study was entitled Cerebrovascular Autoregulation in Preoperative Neonates with Congenital Heart Disease Compared to Healthy Controls, and she probably had the longest title, too. So congratulations to New Tran. Please come up to the stage to receive your award. It is now my honor and privilege to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Antonia Villarreal. We are so honored today to have her because she is the dean of one of the top nursing schools in the country. Dr. Toni Villarreal, as I know her, is the Margaret Bond Simon Dean of Nursing at the School of Nursing at the University of Pennsylvania and an internationally renowned leader in research, policy, and practice. A bilingual and bicultural nurse researcher, her career illustrates what she calls the limitless options available in nursing. Her work spans clinical work in a children's hospital, faculty roles at 2 universities, developing the widely used and highly acclaimed intervention Cuídate, which means take care of yourself in Spanish for Hispanic teens, advocating for health equity and diversification of the nursing profession, and more. Dr. Villarreal holds many leadership positions. She's a member of the National Academy of Medicine and the American Academy of Nursing, serves as the chair of an IOM roundtable on the promotion of health equity and the elimination of health disparities, and co-chair of the Strategic Advisory Council of the AARP Robert Wood Johnson Future of Nursing Campaign for Action. I could go on, but ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Antonia Villarreal.
Now that was, good morning, everybody. That was a very polite reception. Can I have a rowdy one, please? This has to be the rowdiest graduation I have ever been to, and I'm absolutely loving it, so congratulations. It's wonderful to feel the energy and the passion, and I think thank God we're done feeling from just about everybody here in the room. So Dean Sarna, faculty colleagues, family, friends, and members of the graduating class of 2017, it's an honor to be here with you today on this incredible day, and I feel privileged to be but a footnote in this incredible ceremony. Today, we celebrate your commencement, your beginning, and the beginning of endless opportunities to create your success. So let me start by congratulating you for selecting nursing, a strong, respected, and trusted profession with a rich tradition and legacy of humanism, advocacy, and leadership. Welcome to the profession. Nurses have always served as critical links in large and complex health systems. What makes nurses strong, what makes nurses unique, is the bond that we have to our patients, families, and communities to which we are privileged to serve. By the very nature of being a nurse, we have entree into an incredible array of human experiences, from the first cry of life to the last breath before transitioning from life, from bearing witness to the devastating news about the onset of a chronic condition or terminal illness, to sharing in the joy of a hard-fought recovery, or in celebrating the attainment of new skills or adaptation that allows one to continue functioning in their school, home, community, and workplace. And as you advance to this new stage of your life, there is no doubt that you have your work cut out for you. These are challenging times for us as a country and for us as nurses. The Institute of Medicine Future of Nursing report affirmed the important contribution and potential of nurses, the largest segment of the healthcare workforce, to lead the transformation of healthcare. The vision of a future where all Americans have access to high-quality, patient-centered care and a healthcare system where nurses contribute as essential partners and leaders in achieving success is even more relevant today. Our path forward is clear, and nurses are key to this vision. As nurses, you will continue to have a myriad of opportunities to lead in a highly complex healthcare system and to lead communities in building a culture of health. The opportunities and choices before you are absolutely endless. The economic forces driving health and healthcare will continue to place new demands and challenges on the profession of nursing. In a few short years, we have witnessed dramatic changes in the organization, financing, and delivery of healthcare. More change is on the horizon, change that is driven by politics,
but also by discoveries and technological innovations that have implications for promoting health, preventing illness, and managing chronic conditions wherever people live, work, play, and pray. In this environment, nurses have unprecedented opportunities to lead these changes, to innovate, to enhance accountability for the delivery of healthcare services, and to facilitate the participation of patients in the decisions that confront them and their families. At the same time, nurses will continue in our strong tradition as advocates. Now, more than ever, patients and their families need us to be their eyes, their ears, and their voices in the hospital and in the community. Now, more than ever, nurses are needed in the boardrooms and at local and national policy tables to advocate for policies that support health and illness management. I have no doubt that you all are well prepared for these challenges because you have been guided by exemplary faculty who I am proud to have as colleagues. I look forward to the additions of your success and your contributions to this rich legacy at UCLA. The completion of your degree here, one of the top-ranked schools of nursing in the country, is the end of one journey and the commencement of another, greater, and more challenging journey, the one you will embark on your professional life. I believe that the most important challenge that you will have, and the most exciting opportunity you have ahead, is in creating your own success. Creating your success means taking charge of your destiny. You alone can and will determine where you will go and how you will get there. Success isn't discovered, it's created, it's crafted, it's molded, and it's redesigned. When I graduated from nursing school, I felt like a kid in a candy store. There were so many options ahead of me, and I wanted to do them all, from psych to peds and to community health. And I did. I did things I never dreamt of doing, and actually I did things that I promised myself I would never do, like developing and managing a pediatric rehab center. I loved acute care, and I loved adolescents. Getting a PhD and becoming a researcher, that was something as an undergrad I said I would never do. And then finally, becoming a dean, which I also said was never in my trajectory. So my advice to you, never say never. I've been around many policy tables advocating for the advancement of Hispanic and other minority nurses. I've worked with Amen. I've worked with other consumer, local, state, and national organizations in finding ways to support adolescents in making safer sex decisions in order to prevent HIV/AIDS and unplanned pregnancies, and in advocating, the advanced practice nurses are going to love this, but advocating for full scope of practice in my state. We have work to do in California as well. I've had incredible opportunities and champions to support me in my journey. I've had success and I've had failures, but I've learned along the way. What I've learned is that success is fleeting and failure is never fatal. More importantly, I know that I'm not done. I know that beyond my role as a dean, I will have more to contribute, and you will find that as you progress through your career, that you have much more to give, and much more to learn. So let me share with you, as we go through parallel journeys, some thoughts about what it means to create your success. I'm going to share with you 4 points. The first one is that creating your success means challenging yourselves to take risks. Success and opportunities just don't happen. You have to say yes. Saying yes means allowing yourself to make mistakes and forgiving yourself when you do. Mistakes are lessons learned, and in fact, I would say they are essential to exploring opportunities and trying new directions. For example, I worked as a visiting nurse for a couple years because I thought I would love community nursing. I didn't, at all. But in the process, I learned some important facts about myself. First, I learned that I have no sense of direction. And this is an essential skill before GPSs, before Waze, before people that navigate you, before cell phones. Yes, there was a time not too long ago that was all important. But more importantly, through that experience, it made me a better hospital nurse. I developed a real perspective about the context of how people had to manage their health once they left the hospital and what I could do to better help them. When I made a decision to pursue a PhD, I was scared. There were people I thought who were smarter than me who had failed. But what motivated me to move forward was not being able to live with myself for not trying. and I made a commitment to try, to give it my best. In short, I had to risk learning to fail or failing to learn. However, I provided myself with a trap door, and I always provide myself with a trap door. And that is, if I didn't like it, if it was too hard, if I wanted to get out, I could. Luckily for me, I had great advocates, great support, who made sure that I didn't have to use that trap door. Secondly, creating your success means you need goals and a plan to keep you focused on possibilities. You need to stop occasionally, and I do this yearly, to see where you've been, to see what you've accomplished, to see where you're going, and to plan where you want to be in your personal and in your professional life. You have to stop and take inventory of the skills that you have and the ones that you need for your profession. For example, after being involved in a few research studies, I knew I wanted to do research, and to do research I needed a PhD. After earning a PhD, sadly I learned that wasn't enough. I needed to do a postdoc. And so I realized it took a great deal more, but I was committed to that trajectory. Similarly, to be the best you can in the position you are in, you need to commit yourself to lifelong learning. Whether or not you decide to pursue an advanced degree, which we all hope you will do, either at UCLA or at the University of Pennsylvania, had to put that in, the constant advances in our knowledge and discovery, what you know today isn't going to be enough to get you through next year. Thirdly, creating your success also means you have to place yourself in the best position to succeed. This means, first and foremost, you have a responsibility to yourself, to take care of yourself, to eat right, to get enough sleep, to exercise, and to play. It means that you in your personal and your professional life have to place yourself in a place or create an environment that is committed to you and to your success and development. Think of it as developing a care plan for yourself. If you don't have that type of environment where you're working or where you're studying, then either work to create it or find the courage to change the situation. And sometimes that means leaving the place you're at to be able to move to someplace else. Finally, creating your success, you need to take the time to find the joy and the passion in your work. Now forgive me, but because I'm from Penn, I have to include at least one quote from Benjamin Franklin, the founder of our university, who has words of wisdom for every occasion. And for this one, he said, "Some people die at 25 and aren't buried until 75. What that means is you just don't want to survive, you want to live. This means that it means that you find the joy, that even in the most horrific tragedies that you will bear witness to as a nurse, there are things to be grateful for. Knowing that your expertise in clinical judgment saved a life, prevented a complication, or hastened recovery. Knowing that the support you provided a patient or family gave them the strength to make even the most difficult decisions. These are the things that will bring meaning, purpose, and joy to your career. These are the things that have brought joy to me." Of course, to be truly successful, you have to be true to your values in both your personal and professional life. Women's rights activist and abolitionist Lucretia Mott said, "If our principles be right, why should we be cowards?" The nursing profession is synonymous with integrity, truthfulness, and compassion in service to others. Today, we cannot be silent. We must find our voice at the bedside, in the boardroom, and at the voting booth. We need you to be the leaders you are prepared to be, to speak out against injustice and intolerance wherever you see it, to advocate for those who can't, and to join the chorus of voices for causes that you hold dear. When your every action is guided by your core values, then you will be prepared to deal with all the challenges that life can present, and you will know joy, and you will know success. In closing, take the time to celebrate all you have accomplished and be thankful to all of those who have helped you along the way. This is only the beginning. There is so much more waiting for you as you continue and create your success. As Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." I challenge you all to create your own paths and enjoy the journey. I'm excited about the possibility that awaits you. Congratulations to all. Thank you.
Thank you for those wonderful words, even for the plug of University of Pennsylvania. Well, now we're starting to get to the exciting part of the program. It's time for the presentation of degree candidates. Before we get started, however, I'd like to tell you that we have an official photographer taking photos today. If you wish to take your own pictures, please remain in your seat and be careful not to block the view of others when your student is on the stage. Dr. Mary Sue Heileman will introduce the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy, the PhD degree. Dr. Eunice Lee will present the scrolls, and those students who have been elected to membership in Sigma Theta Tau, the International Honor Society of Nursing, will be recognized as they are introduced. The chair of each student's dissertation committee will participate in his or her hooding. Now it's my honor to present to you the Doctor of Philosophy degree candidates.
Selby A. Karakian, Sigma Theta Tau, the prevalence of high blood pressure in Armenia. Chair, Deborah Koniak-Griffin. Sharon Faye Cobb, Sigma Theta Tau. The influence of multiple chronic health conditions on the health of older African Americans living with serious mental illness. Chair, Janet Mentes. Alexa Benson, Sigma Theta Tau. Validity of the vagus tool and reliability of its users in sexual assault forensics. Chair, Barbara Bates Jensen. Megan Brennan, Sigma Theta Tau. Effect of clinical trial participation on early breast cancer outcomes. Chair, Dorothy Wiley. Nancy Takasuka Chang, Understanding Barriers to Self-Management Among Latino Adolescents with Type 2 Diabetes. Chair, Sally Maliski, hooding, Nancy Pike. Wendy Ann Johnson, Sigma Theta Tau. Journey of decision-making among a sample of women diagnosed with breast cancer and living with a non-supportive or abusive partner. Chair, Mary Sue Heileman. Sharika Miller, Sigma Theta Tau. Health Services Utilization and Transition Readiness in Transition Age Foster Youth. Chair, Nancy Pike. Margot Beth Minisian, Sigma Theta Tau. Association of Spontaneous Preterm Delivery and Future Maternal Cardiovascular Risk. Chair, Lynn Doring. Nguyen Tran, Sigma Theta Tau. Cerebral vascular autoregulation in preoperative neonates with congenital heart disease compared to healthy controls. Chair, Paul Macy. Congratulations, graduates.
Okay, will the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree please rise? I'm waiting for you. Will the chairs of the dissertation committees please rise? Will the committee members of the dissertation committees please rise? Will the faculty please rise? Do the members of the faculty agree that each of these Doctor of Philosophy candidates standing before you have met and fulfilled all the requirements to be recognized to hold the highest academic degree in the world, the Doctor of Philosophy degree in nursing science? Please signify your degree endorsement by a resounding yes. Yes. That's not enough. Let's have a bigger yes. Okay. Then, by the powers vested in me by the Regents of the University of California, I bestow upon you the Doctor of Philosophy degree and all the rights and privileges thereof. Congratulations, doctors. You may now be seated. Now for the Masters of Science in Nursing Advanced Practice candidates. Graduates of our Masters of Science in Nursing, or our MSN program, are practicing nurses who return to school to obtain the education and credentials required to engage in advanced practice nursing, including the roles of nurse practitioner and clinical nurse specialist, with an emphasis on a specialty population of interest. These nurses will play a major role in the future of healthcare. This year, we will have individual faculty introducing students in their specialty. First will be Stacy Green introducing the Adult Gerontology Acute Care and Adult Gerontology Clinical Nurse Specialist students. Then Mary Cadigan will introduce the Adult Gerontology Primary Care, Occupational and Environmental Health Specialties. Jan Frederickson will introduce the Pediatric Nurse Practitioner and Clinical Nurse Specialists. And Colleen Keenan will introduce the Family Care Practice Nurse Practitioners. Dr. Joanne Eastwood, the Advanced Practice Program Director, will present scrolls to the graduates. Students will be proceeding in alphabetical order according to their specialty area. Those students who have been elected to Sigma Theta Tau, the International Honor Society, and Alpha Tau Delta, the National Nurse Fraternity for Professional Nurses, will be recognized as they're introduced. It's now my honor to present to you the Advanced Practice Nursing Master's candidates.
Jenna Abelo, Sigma Theta Tau. Deborah Dawn Allen, Sigma Theta Tau. Jonathan Baluran, Sigma Theta Tau. Jacqueline Banaban, Sigma Theta Tau. Aaron Beltran, Sigma Theta Tau. Lara Camille Cruz. Jill Weaver Dowds, Sigma Theta Tau. Anna Farrow, Sigma Theta Tau. Gina Lynn Giraldo, Sigma Theta Tau. Enrique Daniel Gomez Jr., Sigma Theta Tau. Simran Graywall, Sigma Theta Tau, Alpha Tau Delta. Donna Joy Carpio Gurney, Sigma Theta Tau. Angel Gabriel Castillo Israel. Amy Michelle Jones, Sigma Theta Tau. Bashak Julia Canilar, Sigma Theta Tau. Julia Ann LaBarbera, Sigma Theta Tau. Kara Lauco, Sigma Theta Tau. Suwani Lee, Sigma Theta Tau. Joanna Isabel Makalala, Sigma Theta Tau. Michelle Padilla Martinez, Sigma Theta Tau. Sarah Marie Masters. Candy Miranda, Sigma Theta Tau. Nancy Mitchell, Sigma Theta Tau. Gabriela Valencia Nicano, Sigma Theta Tau. Jacqueline Kaulani Page, Sigma Theta Tau. Melissa Marie Radcliffe, Sigma Theta Tau. Noreen Safarian, Sigma Theta Tau. Maureen Jimenez Salingumba, Sigma Theta Tau. Shannon Adele Salveson, Sigma Theta Tau. Ana Santos Ramos, Sigma Theta Tau. Kristen M. Schulz, Sigma Theta Tau. Paige Brianne Smith, Sigma Theta Tau. Rainbow Ann Stevens, Sigma Theta Tau. Sade Nicole Stevenson. Anne Coleman Williamson, Sigma Theta Tau. Am I supposed to stop? Am I done? Okay. Do I announce it? Emily Louise Alexiadis, Sigma Theta Tau, Alpha Tau Delta, acute gerontology, adult nurse practitioner, and clinical nurse specialist. Adult gerontology, acute care nurse practitioner, and clinical nurse specialist, Angelica Therese Pascual Cosino. Julie Diem Wang, Sigma Theta Tau. Julia Diem Hong, Sigma Theta Tau. Adult gerontology, acute care nurse practitioner, and clinical nurse specialist, Laura Beth Bittner LaRose, Sigma Theta Tau. Adult gerontology, acute care nurse practitioner, and clinical nurse specialist, Jessica Maganda, Sigma Theta Tau, Alpha Tau Delta. Adult gerontology, acute care nurse practitioner, and clinical nurse specialist, Kaylee Michelle McGrath Byfield, Sigma Theta Tau, Alpha Tau Delta.
I'm honored to present the Adult Gerontology Primary Care Nurse Practitioner students, Maricar Veloso Arcelo Canas. Erica W. Chang, Sigma Theta Tau. Nicole DeMello. Deanna Yen Felix, Sigma Theta Tau. Michelle Wong, Sigma Theta Tau. Elizabeth Kim, Sigma Theta Tau. Irene D. Peralta, Sigma Theta Tau. Indira Lauren Servita, Sigma Theta Tau. Misuk Yun, Sigma Theta Tau. Christine Suman Zhu. Adult Gerontology Occupational and Environmental Health Nurse Practitioner, Tyler Tierra Currington, Sigma Theta Tau. Congratulations. Chanel Ferrante. Congratulations. Kyung Lei Lee, Sigma Theta Tau. You're welcome. Francine Median. Sapna Kamlesh Shah, Sigma Theta Tau.
Pediatric nurse practitioner and pediatric clinical nurse specialist. Kimberly Brooke Adams, Sigma Theta Tau. Pasya Ari C. Jackson. Kelly Winters Kelly, Sigma Theta Tau. Anna Grace Katabjian, Sigma Theta Tau. Elaine Law, Sigma Theta Tau. Sita Nanu. Andrea Pang, Sigma Theta Tau. Lindsay Metal Thatcher, Sigma Theta Tau. Danielle Turpin, Sigma Theta Tau. May Christine Esteban Ubaldo, Sigma Theta Tau. Mia Villanueva, Sigma Theta Tau. Pediatric nurse practitioner, Sean Mills Navarrete, Sigma Theta Tau. Katerina Robert Santiago, Sigma Theta Tau. Hillary May Sibilia, Sigma Theta Tau. Pediatric clinical nurse specialist, RJ Dave Hernandez Sullivan.
Yay! Zoe Armas Zeigelbaum, Sigma Theta Tau. Rolando Castillo, Sigma Theta Tau. Grace Cha, Sigma Theta Tau. Rana Choi. Rana. Tiffany Len Cho. Jennifer Ashley Cullen, Sigma Theta Tau. Samantha Feliciano Esguerra, Sigma Theta Tau. Catherine Guardado, Sigma Theta Tau. Amber Marie Hutt, Sigma Theta Tau. Bethel Alvaro Johnson, Sigma Theta Tau. Me Sun, Maddie Kim, Sigma Theta Tau. Sona Kirakasian, Sigma Theta Tau. Heather Michelle Lowry, Sigma Theta Tau. Stephanie Liu, Sigma Theta Tau. Daryl Madriaga Molina, Sigma Theta Tau, Alpha Delta. Margarita Monterde, Sigma Theta Tau. Maya J. Mullins, Sigma Theta Tau. Nicole Neto, Sigma Theta Tau. King Joe Chigozie Oka, Sigma Theta Tau. Arvi J. Pecoy, Sigma Theta Tau. Julianne Kristen Sodergren. Govinder Kaur Sohal. Tracy Marie Stockstill, Sigma Theta Tau. Tracy Doreen Suntharapat, Sigma Theta Tau. Dolly Lynn Wilson, Sigma Theta Tau.
Okay. Now the Master's of Science in Nursing, the Master's Entry to Clinical Nursing candidates. will be introduced before I confer the MSN degree. So don't worry, advanced practice students, I haven't forgotten about you. The graduates of our MECAN program come to nursing after completing a bachelor's degree in another discipline and bring diversity and life experience to their developing nursing practice. In addition to a master's degree and an RN license, our MECAN graduates are eligible for clinical nurse leader certification, reflecting their unique understanding of policy and system issues that have an impact on patient outcomes, particularly in today's healthcare environment. Barbara Demon has been selected by the students to introduce the candidates. Dr. Carol Pavlish, Pre-Licensure Program Director, will present scrolls to the candidates. Those students, again, who have the honor of Sigma Theta Tau and Alpha Delta will be recognized. It's now my honor to present to you the MECAN Masters of Science in Nursing candidates.
Lucy Acuna, Sigma Theta Tau. Sadaf Al-Safar, Sigma Theta Tau. Nairi Amarkanian, Sigma Theta Tau. Taylor May Andes, Sigma Theta Tau. Congratulations. Danielle Adelaide Arbios, Sigma Theta Tau. Annabelle Julie Audette Griffin, Sigma Theta Tau. Courtney Nicole Bacchus, Sigma Theta Tau. Alia Bana, Sigma Theta Tau. Maxine Bani, Sigma Theta Tau. Derek Bao, Sigma Theta Tau. Elmine Ira Aram Beard, Sigma Theta Tau. Alex Bedrosian, Sigma Theta Tau. Robert E. Benveniste, Sigma Theta Tau. Margot Renee Baran, Sigma Theta Tau. Bianca Bacara, Sigma Theta Tau. Alexandra Grindon Calvi, Sigma Theta Tau. Yay. Maria Isabel Durand, Sigma Theta Tau. Robert Ian Espana, Sigma Theta Tau. Verlin Britt Frazier, Sigma Theta Tau. Martha Elise Ganser, Sigma Theta Tau. Brenda Gare. Osnev Gavorkian, Sigma Theta Tau. Karen Sue, Sigma Theta Tau. Ashley Monique Isaacs, Sigma Theta Tau. Marie Ito, Sigma Theta Tau. Megan Kathleen Jug, Sigma Theta Tau. So beautiful. Erin Elizabeth Kantorski, Sigma Theta Tau. Jessica Samin Kayat, Sigma Theta Tau. Jessica Turong Kim, Sigma Theta Tau. Aw. Natalie Lynn Kuntz, Sigma Theta Tau. Yay. Chelsea Michelle Leishock. Thanks, Barb. Mei-Ling Lee. Christine Lowe, Sigma Theta Tau. Eduardo Lopez. Robin Santos Lopez, Sigma Theta Tau. Emma Ann Laurison, Sigma Theta Tau. Teresa Lee. Marianne Garcia Meta, Sigma Theta Tau. Hello. Leslie Maria Mendoza, Sigma Theta Tau. Nicholas Dewey Wynn. Milka Judith Nunez Soto, Sigma Theta Tau, Alpha Tau Delta. Christine Faith Paulino, Sigma Theta Tau. Tracy Danielle Pope, Sigma Theta Tau. Kimberly Ann Price, Sigma Theta Tau. Nicole L. Rigel. Rebecca Nussbaum Rogers, Sigma Theta Tau. Hannah Sean. Kamaya Iman Smith. Cody Stepornko, Sigma Theta Tau. Kosal Ko Tang, Sigma Theta Tau. Erica Ann Tanner. Tina Lee Taylor, Sigma Theta Tau. Vanessa Torres, Sigma Theta Tau. Jasmine Hideri Vasquez, Sigma Theta Tau, Alpha Tau Delta. Elise Wallish, Sigma Theta Tau. Jacqueline Alexandra Weston, Sigma Theta Tau. Melissa Emmy Wilcox, Sigma Theta Tau. Mary Shiro Wilkes, Sigma Theta Tau. Mariola Tarai Wiswell, Sigma Theta Tau. Holly Lauren Witherington.
Okay. Will the candidates for the Master of Science in degree, both advanced practice and Meccan, please rise? Okay. By the powers vested in me by the Regents of the University of California, I bestow upon you the Master of Science in Nursing degree and all the rights and privileges thereof. Congratulations, graduates. You may now be seated. Now you can be seated. And finally, it's now my pleasure to present to you the 2017 Bachelor of Science degree candidates. Completing a rigorous science-based curriculum and a scholarly capstone projects, graduates of our program are now ready to sit for RN licensure and soon will be providing direct patient care to patients in settings ranging from the ICU to community clinics. Faculty member Dr. Barbara Bates Jensen has been selected by the undergraduate students to introduce the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree. Dr. Carol Pavlish will present scrolls to the candidates. Will the candidates please come forward?
Bridget Afrakama Apia. Reese Wilcom Barba. Natalie Gabriel Buck. Leah Chang. Shamurpal Mao Xiang. Close. Karen Chow. Angelina Cordova, Alpha Tau Delta, Sigma Theta Tau, summa cum laude. Laura Elizabeth Cortez, Alpha Tau Delta. Oh my God. Natalie Jean Culp. Yesenia Diaz, Sigma Theta Tau, Alpha Tau Delta. Corey Robert Dodge, Sigma Theta Tau. Kara Elizabeth Dom. Patricia Isabel Trapezes Usala, Alpha Tau Delta. Adrienne Valdez Garalza, Sigma Theta Tau. Anissa Jade Garcia, Sigma Theta Tau, Alpha Tau Delta, cum laude. Delilah Mixtil Garcia, Alpha Tau Delta. Juliette Marie Gauss, Alpha Tau Delta, Sigma Theta Tau, summa cum laude. Hugh Greathead, Sigma Theta Tau, summa cum laude. Hannah Noel Gilas. Emily Hip, Sigma Theta Tau, Alpha Tau Delta. Jessica Hoffman, Sigma Theta Tau, Alpha Tau Delta, cum laude. Connie Huang. Sophia Huser, Sigma Theta Tau, cum laude. Pauline Kim Wynn, Alpha Tau Delta. Rachel Minju Lee, Sigma Theta Tau, Alpha Tau Delta. Joanna Lim, Alpha Tau Delta. Shirley Yushin Lin, Sigma Theta Tau, Alpha Tau Delta. Kanita Lor, Sigma Theta Tau, Alpha Tau Delta. Ashley Louie, Sigma Theta Tau. Thais Mega, Sigma Theta Tau, Alpha Tau Delta, magna cum laude. Lauren Jean Mingy. Isaac Alfredo Montoya. Brianna Rose Morales, Alpha Tau Delta, Sigma Theta Tau, cum laude. Desiree Camille Fernandez Nana, Alpha Tau Delta. Tiffany Nguyen, Sigma Theta Tau. Julia Diane Nordstrom, Sigma Theta Tau, summa cum laude. Ivy Ong. Angela Park, Sigma Theta Tau, cum laude. Anna Pedroza, Alpha Tau Delta. Maria Petty. Trenton Scott Pusag Weber. Nick S. Riken, Sigma Theta Tau, magna cum laude. Sarah Virginia Rojas. Claudine G. San Gabriel, Sigma Theta Tau, Alpha Tau Delta, magna cum laude. Elaine Sang, Sigma Theta Tau. Daljit Kaur Singh, Alpha Tau Delta. Amy Elizabeth Sodergren, Sigma Theta Tau, cum laude. Haley Lynn Thompson. Anne Mai Vo, summa cum laude. Nancy Vu, Sigma Theta Tau. Cynthia Elizabeth Walsh, Alpha Tau Delta, Sigma Theta Tau, magna cum laude. Cece Zhao, Sigma Theta Tau, Alpha Tau Delta, magna cum laude.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science, I saw you, please rise. Please do not turn your tassels until I ask you to do so. By the powers vested in me by the Regents of the University of California, I bestow upon you the Bachelor of Science degree and all the rights and privileges thereof. Don't turn your tassels yet. In academic tradition, the student who has not yet earned a degree wears the tassel on his or her mortarboard on the right side of the cap. When the degree is conferred, the scholar moves the tassel to the left and joins a select community. In recognition of your new status, bachelors, turn your tassels. Congratulations. At this, now you can be seated. Yes, you are. All right. At this milestone in your nursing career, you have the opportunity to reaffirm your commitment to quality care for those receiving your services by reading the International Pledge for Nurses. This pledge is printed at the back of the commencement program. I have asked Dr. Wendy Robbins, our faculty chair, to lead us in this pledge.
Will the graduates and faculty please rise? Nursing graduates and faculty, please join with me in reading the International Pledge for Nurses, which is found on the back of your program. Those of you in the audience who are nurses, would you stand? We welcome you to reaffirm your commitment to the nursing discipline by reading the pledge with us. In full knowledge of the obligations I am undertaking, I promise to care for the sick with all the skill and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of the patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me, and refrain from any action which might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level, and to give you loyal support, cooperation to all members of the health team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Ethics applied to nursing and to uphold the integrity of the professional nurse. Thank you. You may be seated.
Now for one more UCLA commencement tradition. If there is one thing that Bruins, aspiring Bruins, and Bruin lovers know, it's the 8 clap. A UCLA event would not be completed without it. We would like to introduce Isaac Montoya, who graduated today from our Bachelor of Science program, to lead us in the traditional 8 clap. But we have something special for you today. As you will see, Isaac is wearing a special set of shades called spectacles. They are Snapchat glasses with a built-in camera that will allow Isaac to record a video from his perspective and then upload to the UCLA official Snapchat account. So please help Isaac make this great.
Hi, guys. One last one, shall we? But this isn't just for the students. Everybody stand up. Everybody, family, friends, brothers, sisters, everybody stand up. Faculty, oh, you guys are fast. Okay, guys, we will be doing the UCLA traditional 8 clap. I'm gonna run through it once really slowly so we can all get the gist of it, and then we're gonna go full speed, okay? So to start, we all started from the bottom, so we're gonna start from downstairs and move our hands up and yell, ah. We're gonna clap 8 times and we're gonna count it out. So we're gonna go, ah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, well, hang on, guys. I gotta teach your parents, hold on. Once we clap 8 times, we're gonna go you. Everybody, you. We're gonna clap 3 times. 1, 2, 3. C. 1, 2, 3. L. 1, 2, 3. A. 1, 2, 3. U. C. L. A. Fight, fight, fight. Everybody got it? Faculty got it? Family and friends, you got it? Class of 2017, you got it. Everybody ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. U, C, L, A. U, C, L, A. Fight, fight, fight.
Okay, almost done, but we couldn't finish without recognizing all of those who have made this possible for our graduates. So will the spouses and significant others please rise? Will the parents and grandparents please rise? Will the children please rise? Will all of the other relatives and friends please rise? Will the members of the School of Nursing administration, faculty, staff, and honored guests please rise? All of you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much for joining us today. Best wishes to our new degree holders. I also want to thank our university organist, Christoph Bull, for participating in the program this morning. We ask the audience to remain in your seats during the recessional New graduates, please follow the faculty all the way out of the building and into the quad to allow room for your family and friends to leave. Thanks, everybody.